Hello, story adventurers, and welcome. Are you ready to get cozy for an amazing story? It's all about a super brave boy, a sky full of surprises, and figuring out what home really means. Today, we're jumping into the wonderful world of Milo and the Village of Stars. Wow, look at this place. It looks so peaceful and calm under that big, beautiful moon, doesn't it? But our story isn't about how things are. It's about what happens after everything changes in a single flash. So, our adventure kicks off with a boy named Milo. He absolutely loved watching the stars. But one night, something incredible happened. A giant, sparkling meteor zoomed across the sky and landed super far away. And when everyone woke up the next morning, well, the world was just different. All of a sudden, everything was quiet. I mean, not just a little quiet. It was a deep, strange quiet that the grown-ups started calling the big silence. It was pretty weird and confusing for everyone in Milo's town. So what did the big silence actually mean? Well, just try to imagine all the buzzing and beeping things in your house just stopping. Yep. The phones couldn't make any calls, the TV screens were totally blank, the power lines that bring all the electricity just hung there, and even the cars were just stuck on the roads. Everything just went poof. Okay, let's pause right there and think about that. If every single light and tablet and TV in your house just went dark all at once, what's the very first thing you think you would do? Would you go look for a flashlight? Or maybe grab your favorite stuffed animal? It's kind of fun to imagine. Now, while all the grown-ups were getting worried, our hero, Milo, decided he wasn't going to just sit around. He was curious and he was brave, and he saw this brand new, quiet world as a chance for an adventure. And that's exactly what he did. Of course, every great explorer needs an adventure pack, so let's see what Milo packed. Okay, step 1, some delicious apples for energy. You gotta have snacks, right? Step 2, a flashlight, just in case it gets dark. Step 3, a warm, cozy blanket. And step 4, probably the most important thing, water. He was totally ready. Okay, your turn. If you were packing your own adventure bag, what is the one special thing you would absolutely, definitely have to bring with you? Maybe it's a favorite toy or a notebook for drawing. What would it be? The best part of any adventure is that you don't have to do it all by yourself. Along the way, Milo met some really wonderful new friends. First up was Mr. Finch, a kind old explorer who gave Milo a real compass to help him find his way. And then he met Luna, a girl his age who was out looking for sparkly rocks that the meteor left behind. How cool is that? Not long after that, they met another kid named Ari, and Ari had a totally brilliant idea. He was really good with tools and gadgets, and he said, "Hey, let's build a radio to talk to people far away." He wanted to break the big silence and find out if anyone else was out there. So they all worked on it together, twisting wires and turning little dials, and then they heard it. At first, it was just a little crackle, but then a tiny voice came through all the static. They did it, and they learned something amazing. They were not alone. There were other people everywhere trying to connect too. Making that one radio, that was just the beginning. Milo and his new friends realized that if they could build a radio together, they could probably do anything. So they decided to build a whole new place for everyone to live. They called it the Village of Stars. Just look at all the amazing things they did together. They didn't just build houses, they built a real home. They even rescued a little lost kitten and named her Star. Aww. They planted a huge garden so everyone would have fresh food to eat. They fixed up old bikes and had fun races, and they even built a giant kite with a message of hope for everyone to see flying in the sky. But even in this amazing new village, adventures aren't always easy. One night, a huge, scary storm rolled in. The wind was howling, the thunder was booming, and it looked like it might wash away everything they had worked so hard to build. But did they give up? No way. Check out how they handled it. First, they all huddled together to keep each other safe and calm. Then, after the storm passed, they worked as a team to build little stone walls to protect the plants. They replanted all the seeds, and to keep everyone feeling happy and hopeful, they sang songs together. Teamwork saved their garden. And now we get to the best part of the whole story. After all of his incredible adventures and all the new friends he made, Milo was about to learn the most important lesson you can learn. One sunny morning, while Milo was working in the garden, he heard voices calling his name. They sounded familiar. He looked up, and walking toward him up the path were his mom and dad. They had found him. It was the biggest, happiest hug fest you can possibly imagine. And in that moment, with his parents and all his new friends around him, Milo understood something really, really special. Yeah, he had missed his house, but he realized that a real home, it isn't just a building with a roof. A real home is being with the people who love you and take care of you and who you love and take care of right back. So as our story ends today, I have one last question for you. Think about all the people in your life, your family, your friends, maybe even your pets. Who are the people that make you feel safe and happy and loved? Because that feeling right there, yep, that's the feeling of being home.